Who are the most influential and successful people in Peel Region? Whether it's politics, sports, business, entertainment, or public service, find out about the leaders in your community right now on Peel Achievers. Your hosts, Vikas Kohli and Jenna Lee Krillman.
Hello and welcome to Peel Achievers. I am Jenna Lee Krillman.
And I'm Vikas Kohli.
And we will be showcasing some of the most outstanding individuals from our community.
And today we'll be sitting with Vikas Kohli, a world-renowned musician and producer from Mississauga.
Award-winning composer and music producer Vikas Kohli from Fat Labs is a known name internationally. He fought supervillains while becoming the first composer to receive a Trailblazer Award from the Real World Film Festival. He grilled a samosa while becoming the first composer to receive a Voice Achievers Award. He later ate that samosa while receiving a Marty Award from the Mississauga Arts Council. The song he produced for Bollywood film Mission Istanbul was performed live at the IFAs in Bangkok, Thailand. He composed the title track for the Canadian Film Centre's Shanti Baba Ram and the Dancers of Hope, which aired on Canwest Global. He also composed the soundtrack for I Do, Do I?, which won a Gold Remy at the Houston International Film Festival. He composed for The Bee, which won Best Canadian Environmental Film at the Toronto Urban Film Festival. He's produced 2 albums with The Responsibles, which were nominated for Punk Recording of the Year and charted nationally. Co-wrote Jennifer Abadesso's song Did You Think, which hit #1 in Paris, and produced multi-million album-selling Bhangra artist Mika Singh. He has also collaborated on projects with Capadonna, Justin Nozuka, Mocha Only, and Apache Indian. Vikas has been profiled by eTalk Canada, CBC, CTV, Fox, Z News, MSN, AOL, Yahoo, Global Mail, and the Toronto Star. He is on the board of directors for the Mississauga Art Gallery and on the advisory board for Blackwood Gallery. He is also the producer for Bollywood Monster Mashup event. Now a sought-after music producer, Kohli is well-versed in music across a variety of genres, from punk, jazz, hip-hop, to country, metal, and Bollywood pop. He is known internationally for his extensive repertoire, his expertise with song arrangements, and his A-list session with musicians and one-on-one artist development. When asked how he maneuvers so effortlessly between so many genres, Kohli simply quips, "I just like music, don't you?"
Give me
welcome back to Peel Achievers. And we have today with us renowned musician and producer from Mississauga, Vikas Kohli.
Hi guys, how you doing?
Very good, and you?
Doing all right?
Great. Thank you so much for taking the time to
Yeah.
come and have a chat with us.
Always good talking to good people.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're really excited to have you here. I've been reading a lot about you and finding out a lot of interesting details.
Okay, I don't have to leave the country or anything?
You're okay, you're safe.
All right.
So just to tell you, because our format is we ask 10 questions to our guest on this program.
Right.
And that tells everybody about their life, their experiences, their achievements, their obstacles. So
And then after that I'll have to leave the country, is what you're saying.
you still are a part of us.
Okay, got it.
So let's start from the beginnings.
Sure.
Yeah. As a child, what inspired you and made you want to pursue a career in music?
There's a few stories.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the stories is that it was about grade 7 or so, and no, I think it was grade 6 or 7, and my older brother came home with an audio cassette of a band called the Dead Milkmen, and I heard this, and it was it was kind of like a comedy shock type music, and when you're growing up in grade school and you're just listening to like pop music and things your parents approve of, when you hear something your parents don't approve of, it's pretty exciting.
Oh yeah.
So immediately I got this taste for essentially I would say, like, for lack of a better word, shock rock. So I started listening to all this crazy punk music, bands like Dayglow Abortion, Sex Pistols, whatever it was, that was kind of like mind expanding, I guess, for a young kid. And I just found it so interesting. It was like, I guess there was a bit of that taboo-ness, there was the excitement because of it being so edgy. And I guess from there on, I just got obsessed with just discovering music for wherever it came from.
Wow.
So was this the only reason for your choosing music as your career, or there's some other story behind it?
Well, I guess I just always like music, right? But then, I always said, I don't know who doesn't like music. I always find it kind of a strange thing to talk about because I couldn't imagine not liking music and meeting someone that doesn't. And occasionally I do meet someone who their only interaction with music is just to put on something in the car while they drive, and they don't really pay attention to it. I kind of feel that they're missing out on a lot because I just feel that of all the art forms, I have studied different art forms as well, not just music. I studied visual arts, and I've done a few other things, and I just always felt that music had the greatest emotional impact. I don't know what it was, just personally for me. I know for other people it could be dance or painting or poetry, but for me it was always music, so just a natural draw.
The soundtrack to our lives.
Yeah, I could use a soundtrack for my life. That'd be cool.
I would love to hear that list.
Yeah, it would I'm hoping it has a lot of French horns in it. Just that would sound really epic. So it'd be better than having a banjo. Like, I don't want a banjo bard following me around, extolling my virtuos on twang or something. That might not sound so good.
So you played a lot of instruments, So what was the first instrument you learned to play?
The first instrument was probably something like the piano, because my oldest sister actually took piano lessons. We had a piano in the house. And then through school, they introduced us to a few different instruments at different times, but it was really the guitar that that sort of hooked me. And I don't know why it was, and it wasn't just any guitar, it was specifically a distorted guitar. So it was definitely, when I was young, something about that, the extra harmonics that come in with a distorted guitar caught my ear. And I just sort of naturally started listening to more of the rock music and hard rock, and then punk and metal and all sorts of things like that. Again, things that parents and teachers disapprove of. But it wasn't because of that they disapprove. I actually just thought it was a really neat sound they never heard. And so I got a hold of a guitar, and then I was obsessed. Literally the first thing I would do when I woke up, I was just play the guitar. And then I'd get ready to go to school. And then when I got home from school, the first thing I'd do is play the guitar. And then before I went to bed, I'd play the guitar. And I just did that. And like a lot of parents want their kids to take piano lessons and stuff like that.
Yeah, true.
Like, I wasn't taking piano, I was learning guitar, but I just wanted to learn it. I was obsessed with learning it, at least for a period of time. Then I mellowed out.
So are you self-taught?
Yeah, I did take 2 lessons on guitar. The first lesson, I learned how to tune the guitar. And the second lesson, the teacher tried to teach me a Sex Pistols song, and I realized that it was wrong. what he was showing me. So I said, I don't need this, and so then I just decided to learn everything on my own. So
Wow.
a little bit stubborn and pig-headed, but it gets me where I go.
Nice, that shock rock attitude.
Yeah, yeah, I guess that is a bit, right.
Well, you've produced music for a variety of genres. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
You've punk, hip hop, rock, Bollywood pop. What is your favorite composition, you know, in
Yeah.
these genres?
Favorite composition? Oh, you know, I think what I wowould say is, I'm going to say it's whatever my next composition is going to be, because you know.
Good answer. Good answer.
Oh, I didn't piss off any clients. Good. No, but there is some truth to that, because I feel that whenever I'm working on any particular project, I learn from the artists that I'm working with, or the project. Like if it's a film, I'm working with the director, and they're talking about what sort of feeling they're trying to achieve in the film, and so I'm working hard to understand that and draw from their influences. And then I always pick something up and I take that to the next project. And what I love is the challenge of, if the next project is something that's completely unrelated, to find a way to make them fit. It's kind of like a puzzle in a way. And I liked puzzles when I was a kid. So I've treated kind of like that. I think I get the same sort of kick out of just making things work.
So is this how you develop all the versatility you have in your music on different genres?
I consider it musical ADD. I just, you know, I don't want to do that. But you know,
You're all over the place.
Yeah, I treat it, like the way I view it is, you know, growing up in Canada, and particularly, like, and I've been in Toronto now for about 20 years or so.
Right.
One of the things I love is that at any point we can eat whatever food we want, right?
Yes.
I can decide to have Indian food for breakfast, Italian food for lunch, Thai food in the night, and grab a, you know, sushi at midnight or something, right? Like, we can do that, and I love that, and I feel that that's the way I approach music.
Right.
I don't want to just eat the same musical meal every day. I want that variety, and you know, I think it just makes life that much more interesting.
Very well said. Very well said.
And it seems like that's just natural to you.
Yeah, I like food.
That's
I like
your
music.
culture.
Yeah. That's true, and I do think actually there's probably some truth to the fact that, like, Indian culture, even though people sort of know Bollywood as kind of this preeminent thing for Indian culture, but Bollywood itself is actually a amalgamation of so many different musical styles.
You're right,
It's always been absorbing influences and incorporating it, and then but kind of giving that Bollywood sheen to it, and then sending it back. But and you know, America's been doing that with the UK music, and you know, the blues music, African music, getting into the Caribbean. It's always been around.
Yeah, there's always going to be an influence for something new that's being developed.
That's,
you know,
and the fun is just trying to find out what could be cool next.
So because, like, you're not an average composer. Generally, when a musician becomes a hit in one genre, he's not very open to able to experiment with new genres.
Right.
But you don't seem to be afraid to take this risk. What drives you to be experimental in your music?
I think it's just flat out boredom.